What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Nova Drift.
Nova Dream.
Before we get, I'd like to thank Sir Platinum Slurk, Luan Sean, Meister Gherkin Salad, Zinthus, Ultra Viper, Buzzkill, Connor McLean, Hyper Exalted God King, Spring Mega Ultra Dave, Marco Decker, and Lyric Girl 5232 for members of our Patreon. If you'd like to be a member of our Patreon, go to patreon.com/link in the description.
Woo!
And today, I'm going to try to show off the new and improved Pulse, which is traditionally not a weapon that I'm very good with, but it's better now, so maybe
it's better.
Maybe it's better.
Maybe.
So the changes, the main change is the blasts gain 50% of the blast radius modifiers as damage. So the blasts will be more blasty in the Pulse.
Okay.
And as the blast radius gets bigger, you'll get slightly more velocity on your shard splintery things.
Yeah.
So they can keep up with the edge of the blast radius. And when the screen starts zooming out more and more, the pulse gets kind of bigger to accommodate. Kind of like how shield radiuses do right now. Pulses will also do that. So we're going to try living this pulse lifestyle. I'm thinking about going like super wub mode and getting siege weaponry and just going nuts. I almost want to maybe do it shieldless, so that way I can use the regen to lean in harder. And also, I just don't know what kind of shield I want to shield with.
You could, yeah.
I could keep a shockwave for now.
Keep in mind that if you get the shockwave, you're gonna not be able to take inverted pulse. What the hell is it called? Why can't I?
Inverted pulse. I think that's probably it.
Yeah, probably.
We can go old school with battery. It gives me minus 15% weapon rate of fire, but I get the two-sided wubs. This is like super old school style of pulsing.
Yeah, that's true.
Doing this old school. We're kicking it old school. Because I'm an old fool who's not cool.
The classics.
Respect the classics. Yeah, and then just go big. And then rapid fire so we can do it more. Okay. And then we siege weaponry this, and theoretically, it could be a lot of wubbin damage. As much as I want to grab payload, blast radius is super big. I don't even think I will get concentrated blast on this one, because I think I want the wubbinations to be as big as possible.
Okay, fair.
I might change my mind later, but we'll see. Also, bug has been debugged. Alright. Bigger wubs. Alright. I expertly dodged that one guy's shot because he hit a rock and not me. Just as I planned.
Yeah, of course.
I don't need rupture per se. I'm gonna roll here. I'm gonna get improved thrusters earlier today because I struggled so much yesterday with moving. And I'm also a battery, and battery's already not good at moving.
That is true.
Do I go all in on that note and just streamline it?
Ooh, I mean, you know I'm never going to say no to a streamline.
And I very rarely take it.
It's true. Better movement, harder to hit.
It makes the blast look bigger by comparison.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'll really fool people in the thumbnails because they'll be like, well, he didn't take, streamline because he never does. So
yeah.
those blasts must be enormous.
Let's see. You could take Obsession and get like since you're not gonna have a shield, take like double defiance.
I could, but that's also going to lower my health, and
That's true.
especially if I'm considering getting rid of my shield, which I haven't fully sold myself on yet. I feel like by design this is going to be like partial boop focus, just because I don't think I'm hitting things. Polar inversion was what you were thinking of earlier.
That's the one.
If I get rid of my shield, I want to consider it, but it's real spicy because it's gonna pull them into me.
Yes.
But if I get something like skirmish, that is like when I fire, my next boop does more crash damage, and then my next crash damage makes my next weapon hit do more. So if I just drag them into me via weapon damage, then theoretically, I'm doing a lot more damage, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm going to get regen to work towards getting rid of my shield, so then that way I can get the polar inversion and not be sad. Got him, by the way. The snipe from downtown. Oh, there's the rapid reconstruction, but there's also payload. But there's also polar inversion again.
I mean, you don't have a bad choice here.
Taking rapid reconstruction so that way I can get polar inversion when I see it next.
Okay.
And then here's skirmish.
Yeah.
I mean,
Blink is very good.
oh, but outrage module for the build that I'm doing here is
That is
actually
very true.
kind of sick.
Yes.
All right, that's rare. I'm going for it. The weird, boopy, pulsy build.
Ooh. Somehow I didn't like how that sounded.
Me either. I wasn't gonna dwell on it, but I don't like it.
Very good. I'm just moving on.
Yeah, we'll just ignore it like it never happened. Thankfully, it wasn't recorded.
Payload, very good.
I also need to get Warpath so I can get siege weaponry at some point.
Yeah, but payload, very, very good, considering it's just straight up much more damage and doesn't... Since the whole point eventually is to be, like, pull them in and bink and then fire again.
Nah.
The rate of fire penalty isn't that bad.
I don't need Deadly Weight because I got Streamlined, which is another weird oddity of this build.
Yeah, that is weird.
I'm gonna roll here. I'm gonna grab the Force Armor. I like
Yes.
Terminate, but
But Force Armor is so good.
when you don't have a shield, Force Armor's where it's at. Again, Concentrated Blast is a lot more blast damage, but the smaller blast makes me feel sad. I'm gonna grab the Warpath. Alright. Who will await me in this wave 40? I was kinda hoping for Station Mega today. 'Cause
I know you were.
I could get right up in there. I left that left side, and his eyeball still popped.
Yeah.
What happened?
Your pulse radius is actually bigger than you think.
My pulse radius is not bigger than I think. It's just that
I mean, it is.
you've
You've got a double pulse.
hey, look, Mind Specialist.
Yeah. It's one of those things where there's the inner pulse, the outer pulse, and then the shards. And that outer pulse is actually fairly wide. Like that outer pulse goes all the way up to your blink radius.
Yeah.
So like you're hitting all the eyes with every blink.
Oh no.
Pulse.
Well, I
Pulse
mean,
don't blink.
all eyes blink, James.
Is that true?
Uh,
What about like lizards? Isn't that why they lick their eyeballs because they can't blink?
well, they blink differently, but I also can't say that all things blink. That's patently untrue, I think.
What about potatoes? They have eyes that don't blink.
Those aren't actually eyes.
Wow. What about in the word team?
That's the EYES is what we're talking about.
Yes.
Ooh. And with that one sentence, I spell better than Aaron Hansen.
Yeah.
Also, the nose of my ship has like a glow to it now, like I'm traveling at the speed of light, and I don't know why. Ooh, Bravidus. Gives me more weapon damage, more weapon projectile size, crash damage, all the fancy stuff.
Less weapon spread, which is actually does make a difference. I think. Because you fire in a cone.
Wom, wom, wom. Okay. Leaf on the wind. I can get even smaller still.
You can. It's a good one.
Or I can get grandeur and get even bigger still.
But you took slipstream.
I did, but this skill also gives me crash damage.
Yeah, but it also makes you slower, makes you...
Look, I don't think I'm going to leaf on the wind that often because I have to get so close.
I don't know.
It's like, it's never a bad thing and you're always smaller, but I'm not going to get that much extra global damage because I'm going to get hit frequently. I'll take it just so I can be a tiny little itty bitty baby boy.
It makes you smaller and it gives you extra damage. There's no downside to it. Like, the extra damage, even if it's not at the full boost...
Yeah, there's no downside other than it costs a mod, which I could use for a different mod that could be more beneficial. That's always the trade-off. It's never that a mod does nothing. When I say a mod doesn't do something, I don't mean that it literally does nothing.
But
I'm not saying it for you, James. I'm saying it for the inevitable people in the comments.
Well, yes. In this specific case, I meant that more of like grandeur has downsides that go with their upsides.
Yeah.
Downside of Leaf on the Wind is that it costs a mod, but that's no different from.
Yeah, but I want them to be like super useful all the time forever.
Yeah, I think it can be.
And it's just specifically because I'm in like I plan on booping people. That's the whole reason why I got skirmish and all that. I am gonna be getting the boops
fair.
on.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Well, we're being tiny, right? That's like the goal of our life today for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm so small.
You're so small. Look at that. You avoided those bullets. If you had been any bigger, those bullets would have hit you. That was great.
Can I find my, I could just get some safety. I want to get my, siege weaponry. It has been showing up. And also polar inversion. We've seen it twice in quick succession when we were thinking about it.
Yeah.
But then that hasn't showed up since.
Let's see. Channeling is just good.
I'll grab the channeling. It's fine. If I do get siege weaponry, I will be punching myself in the face. Also, with Leave on the Wind, is that damage full stop, or is it taking damage from enemy stuff?
I believe that it is from enemies and celestial hazards. Like, it specifically, it's weird because it does, so it's all damage except self-damage.
Okay. Because I'm going to say, I'm prepared to do a fair amount of self-damage to myself.
Yes, I believe it's, like, I think that I would personally word it as damage except self damage, but they would label it as
enemy and celestial hazard damage. You were right on the money.
So that excludes self damage, so you can murder yourself to your heart's desire. An ally specialist.
I could get an ally to do stuff with me. That's more
true.
mod.
It is more mod intensive, but I mean, look, if you have an ally that's bigger than you, wouldn't that be funny?
I'm his ally.
Nah, you'll be the Robin Hood, he'll be the Little John. Now you still gotta find the ally.
Yeah.
That just makes him special, but you don't got him yet. Oh, when I find you, friend, you're gonna be so special.
Come here, you little snake bits. Oh, they love hiding just off screen.
Of course.
There's still someone. Oh, yeah, there's still some more over there. All right. I think we got them all. The wave counter ticked over twice. It went right from 61 to 62 to 63. Well, since you've been dictating a lot of where this goes with my being so small, how do you think this is going to go at wave 120, assuming I get that far?
Oh, well, 120 will go just fine. He won't be able to get you.
Oh, there's polar inversion.
He'll go to, like, punch you, and he'll just whiff because he can't. You're too little. Little Mac.
Look, he doesn't have to try to hit me specifically. He hits the whole screen, and I'll probably be in the area. Alrighty. Phantom Strike. You know,
I mean, it's not bad.
it's a little sketchy, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, well, it's a little sketchy, but also it's just bonus if it happens. You don't have to, like, aim for it.
Yeah, but it will teleport me without my express written consent. So, that's always the sketchy part.
That is true. Core shield.
I want core shielding, but mastery gives me more blast radius.
That is true.
Big. The biggest wubs in the land, if only by comparison with my tiny baby ship.
You are a tiny baby ship.
Did regression also give you a size reduction when you take that?
Yes, it did. For each mod that goes.
But I'd have to get efficiency, and I don't want to not be firing.
That's fair.
Hey, look, efficiency. And there's regression.
Yeah, 4% size and friction for each mod banished this way.
But it only banishes tier 1 mods. How many tier 1 mods are left?
Well, there's literally one on... Well, not counting ally. There's one on the screen.
Yeah, well, I mean, regardless,
no,
I'm taking the ally now because
Yeah.
I've taken the ally.
Yeah.
So this is like a future thought experiment.
That'll be the sort of thing for potentially...
We are the same size. We are, like, identical in size.
Okay. That's pretty good. That just means you gotta get smaller. And he'll get a little bigger when you assault him, I think.
Oh, what? I know he's my ally. I would never assault him.
You know what I meant.
Did I?
Not assault, because he's not a drone. It's not assault. It's... What's the...
Interceptor?
Thank you. He'll get bigger when you intercept him. That still doesn't sound better.
Yeah.
Boost!
Oh, we're boosted. Alright. One last little doohickey to go. Oh yeah, I got Phantom Strike.
Phantom Strike, yeah, you do.
Did you know that?
I did.
Fine, we're just gonna do here just a little bit.
I'm enjoying watching you and your ally, and you go pulse, and your ally goes pew, in like in this nice little sync, just pulse, pew, pulse, pew, pulse, pew.
Look, eventually he'll pulse too, assuming that I find Interceptor.
Pew, pulse, pew. That's I'm enjoying that for some reason.
Look, you gotta find your own enjoyment in life sometimes.
That's true.
Sometimes it comes from the pulse pew.
Oh, hey, evolution.
We'll take an evolution. He's prepared for his graduation into the Intercepted.
Yep.
Hopefully.
So does that make you Shadow? If he's Interceptor?
Yeah.
You're not really much of a ninja per se with this one, but
Look, I'm smaller and harder to hit.
that's true.
I'm not the Spectre body, though. And when I die, it's because the viewing audience at home didn't wait for me at the end. There's siege weaponry, so here we go.
that's nice.
Now that I have siege weaponry, though, I think power reserves are also going to be on the list of things that I will eventually want to get.
Yep.
That's the wrong one. Alien Construction's not bad, though. All right. What's wave 100 gonna be?
Seraph.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm unfamiliar with that boss.
Look, I'm gonna be completely honest. I just straight up forgot Seraph's name for a minute, so that was me trying to remember. But I was just like, as soon as I started that, I was just like, well, I feel like I gotta keep going until I can remember its name. But then I was putting brain power into keeping the going and couldn't think of it. It kind of just compounded on itself. It was a problem.
Keeping the going.
You know, you could have taken the bigger screen. It would have made you look smaller.
Yeah, but look,
That's not actually smaller though.
I'm gonna get stabilization because power reserve is gonna be huge.
Yes.
Oh, give me lots of XP. No, you didn't have that much XP in you. Wave 99. Alright. Oh, it's the boopest of the noodles.
It's Glaucus. Well, it's like the second boopiest noodle. Alright, don't get too carried away here.
No, I'm not getting carried away. You're getting carried away, player. He's getting carried away in a body bag. I don't know why I went all like 80s gangster on it. Yep. Agility is not power reserves. But there's Interceptor.
There you go.
Okay.
And now he's bigger than you.
He's wider than me.
Yeah.
Get him, friend. Pulse like you mean it. I boost!
It is a boost.
Oh, refract bat!
It's a permit.
Oh, refract bat!
Alright.
Man.
Another boost.
I have a boost! Just explosions of light and color and sound.
Yeah.
What am I doing now?
Playing Nova Drift.
Looking for power reserves. Outmaneuver's not bad,
Agility.
though.
Well, yeah. Also, agility gets you the power reserves, doesn't it? Or do you?
No,
even need
that's the opposite. I need.
it? Oh. Yeah.
But outmaneuver, keep my friend safe. Usually I'm like my child, my young man, but bigger than me. Is this like when the kid grows up and you have to accept that he's just bigger and stronger than you now? You've gotten old, but he's still, you know, at the peak of life.
Is that like when you're a Pokemon fan, but like just the most basic? Living that peak of life?
Yes, but also no. Oh, here comes the sun. I love leveling up right here just so I can watch him creep in. Defiance isn't bad, but I feel like I could do better. Vital Bond's also not bad, keeping my friendo alive.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Core Shielding is nice because it keeps me alive. And I think I value me more than him.
Dang! I mean, you're not wrong, but dang!
I'm not incorrect. I was plenty wrong.
Now we wait. There he goes.
Alright, we're just gonna bump. Oh,
Oh, he was not happy about that.
Oh, I blunk all the way over here.
How'd you get over there?
It was a serious blunk. Can I admit something highly embarrassing?
Yeah.
When I was like, oh man, at the beginning of that fight, when I was at half health,
Yeah.
I got confused for a second, and I was thinking for whatever reason that was his health bar, and I was like, man, I'm wrecking him.
Ah,
And
no,
then,
that's your health bar.
yeah.
You were getting wrecked.
Yep. Oh, hey!
Hey, whoa, wee woo.
Blunked to the
wee
wrong
woo?
spot. Oh! That zap hurts so much!
Yeah, zap hurts so much.
Why does the zap hurt so much?
Because the zaps hurt so much.
To
To be fair, the zaps have always hurt a lot. Like, even think about Seraph. Seraph's little zappy friends. They don't tend to be big problems nowadays, but those zaps have always been, like, the most devastating thing.
Yeah, the problem is I wanted to show off Pulse.
Yes, but Pulse is a close-range weapon.
Pulse is a close-range weapon, and I'm not good at Pulse, just as a general rule of just my life. So, while I could have performed that certainly better than I did, look, maybe that's the best we're getting. Pulse is better now for you Pulse aficionados.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, just use it with, like, loaded mines or something. Or just be better than me, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that zap hurt a lot more than I anticipated. I knew that my mobility was going to harm me. I knew that I really wanted to get power reserves, and I didn't get it. And then I knew that I was going to die, and then I did.
It's true.
But I did prove that even James is valuable, because he predicted that I was going to beat this. And nothing like my failures to prove other people wrong.
Okay, happens.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think that I'm going to be utilizing too much pulse in my future, which is very similar to my past.
It's fair.
But yeah, I guess with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.